Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Jiujitsu2000 here today. I'm back and I've got an interesting video for you. Today I have another flashlight review from the company Sofirn. This is an LED flashlight running on a single 18650 battery. Make the night bright as day. Sofirn is registered in 2010, which specialized in outdoor lights and tools, chargers and batteries, such as budget, high-quality flashlights, bike lights, camping lanterns. Sofirn flashlights are being sold worldwide, especially in America, Australia, Europe, Russia, South Korea, and Japan. Concentrating on innovation, in-house development, manufacturer and customer-oriented service, Sofirn LED flashlights are widely used in household lighting, everyday carry, outdoorsy activities, industry, security, law enforcement, and military, etc. The pursuit is to light your entire world in front of you by manufacturing budget yet high-quality products and providing excellent customer service. I think this one, I'm very excited about this one in particular because it has a wide variety of people that I think are going to be able to use this. So when you open the package, the first thing that we're going to see here is the whole package comes out. There's nothing left in the box. When I set it down, I see the owner's manual. I see the happy or not happy card. So if you're not happy, you read this side, which is their contact information. And then if you're happy, you read the corresponding side, which is basically telling you, we're glad that you're happy. I thought that was pretty cool. The next thing that you see is a USB 2 cable, which has a micro USB on the other end of it. This could be used to charge the flashlight. You could use a wall outlet, you could use a battery bank, a solar panel, computer, plug it into your car, or even the outlet on the wall at home. So that's pretty cool. Right here, I see a lanyard, and also there's 2 spare O-rings inside of this package. Those O-rings are required to keep the IPX8 rating of the flashlight. Here's some silica gel. And if we flip this over, we will get our first look at the flashlight. That's a beautiful light. Look at that. Got a button right here that's got a nice steel belt clip right here on the back side. You can pull this rubber out of the way and you can access the micro USB charging port. Now you want to make sure that you put that rubber back right there. Just kind of push that in with your thumb, because without that we're going to lose the waterproof function of this flashlight. Right here is the tail cap, and one thing that's really cool is you can set that tail cap up just like that, and you can use the flashlight as a lantern. Now if we look inside the lens, you can see a nice glass lens with an eggshell or orange peel type design inside. Very nice flashlight. I like the way this is made. The button feels solid. Let's take a look. Let's take this tail cap off and see what's inside here. So first thing we're going to see is the insulation film. The reason they put this in there is so that when they send these in the mail, they don't want the flashlight accidentally coming on in shipping, because they don't want to have a flashlight delivered with a dead battery or produce too much heat and possibly create some problems. Now if you look in here, there's a look at the tail cap. Very nice little tail cap. And let's take a look at the battery itself. So we have a 18650 rechargeable lithium ion battery running at 3.7 volts and operating at 2200 milliamp hour. That's a pretty decent milliamp hour rating, although there are batteries that have a higher rating, but that's good for a budget light. The price point on this flashlight is under 20 bucks. So I mean, you get a pretty good package for that price. Right there's a look at the light. You can see a very positive and negative sign. So you got the plus meaning the positive side of the battery and the negative side of the battery there. So if we take this battery tube off and flip it around, we'll check to see if we can orient the belt clip in a different fashion. And in our case, it works good. So I'm very excited about that. That's, again, so you can change the orientation of the belt clip. Now, one thing I want to make note of on this battery tube is if you look right there, you can see one O-ring, and then if you look right here, you can see the other O-ring. Those two O-rings go underneath this flat portion on the head of the flashlight or the tail cap. Okay, so they have that little flat portion, and what happens is when you screw this on, that O-ring gets buried underneath that flat portion, and that's how you create that IPX8 waterproof standard. So to insert the battery, we're going to put the positive side inside of the flashlight, just like that, and then we're going to take the tail cap and do the same thing here. Again, not to reiterate, but watch this tail cap collapse over that O-ring. Look at that. That's how we get that waterproofness. So make sure everything's nice and tight. Now let's refer to the owner's manual one more time real quick. I want to talk about a couple things, and more specifically the features of the flashlight. This flashlight is very simple. It's got 4 modes. So we have low of 10 lumens. That'll operate for 179 hours and 33 minutes. The peak of throw, the distance of the beam rather, is 17 meters of throw, and the candela rating is 72, and that's low. Medium is a good setting. Okay, this is 200 lumens for 9 hours and 7 minutes, 81 meters of throw, and 1640 is the candela rating. And then high on this flashlight is 610 lumens for 2 hours and 42 minutes. That's a pretty decent run time for that high of a lumen rating. 141 meters of throw, 4941 is the candela rating, and there is a hidden strobe feature in this flashlight, which I think is really cool. So it's a very simple light. You've got low, medium, high, and strobe. So it's very, very easy. It's good for like working around the shop, walking your dog, things like that. Now, we're going to be impact resistant down to 1 meter, which is 3.28 feet, and it's IPX8 waterproof. Okay, that is underwater. You drop it out of the boat, 6.5 feet underwater or 2 meters, and you're good to go. So those are the parameters of the flashlight. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how do we turn it on. So we're going to push this button just like that. You can see economy, or low rather, and again that's 10 lumens. Okay, it's pretty bright out, so it's kind of hard to see, and then you push and hold and it just cycles through 1, 2, low, medium, high. And there's no turbo function on this one, but there is a strobe. To access strobe, you just double click. Okay, so again, there's low, medium, high, low, medium, high, and then strobe. And the strobe is pretty cool because it doesn't just strobe all in one form. It goes fast and then it slows down and then it goes fast again. So I think this is a really cool flashlight. Very easy to operate, very good interface. This is the portion of the video that I hate doing. You know, I'm taking a perfectly good flashlight and I'm going to drop it on concrete. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, and let's get it up to strobe, or excuse me, up to high. So the flashlight's on. I'm going to drop it head first from about waist high onto concrete. Boom. Let's drop it with the tail cap first right under the concrete. And let's do it head first again. It bounced. Now we'll drop it just straight like this. Flashlight's still on. As you can see, it didn't go off or nothing. Head first again. I'm doing quite a bit of dropping of this thing. That thing just bounced. So I think that was plenty of abuse. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Let's push and hold. Low, medium, high. Low, medium, high. Now, do we still have strobe? Yes, we do. So the flashlight is functioning just fine. Let's turn it off. One thing that I want to make note of is this flashlight has a memory function, so whatever setting that you like, when you turn the flashlight off, let's say medium for example, let's say that's the setting I like. When I turn the flashlight off and I turn it back on, it'll come back to that previously accessed setting. So low, medium, or high. So there's high. Now let me turn it off, back on. Look at that, right back to high. And then you could do the same thing with low. Okay, turn it off, turn it back on. So I think that's pretty cool to have that memory function. Looking at the power button here, I'm going to kind of create some shadows here because I want to show you something. When I turn the flashlight on, you can see that there is a blue indicator illuminated and then it turned off. The LED indicator on the side switch lights a continuous blue for 5 seconds if the capacity of the battery is full. The LED indicator slowly flashes if the battery is low. If the indicator rapidly blinks twice, if the battery capacity almost runs out. And in that case, it's time to recharge your flashlight. One more thing that I want to make note of is if you're, let's turn this on. Let's go low, medium, high. Okay, right now we are in high mode. After 5 minutes in high mode, the brightness ramps down slowly to 400 lumens within 1 minute to prevent overheating. Okay. Now if the battery voltage is too low, it'll automatically step down from high to medium and then from medium to low in the event that you have a low battery. So it's a pretty cool flashlight. I think this is going to work very good for a lot of people. It's probably a good flashlight to purchase and put in your toolbox because obviously you can see here some of the damage from me dropping it. The thing held up just fine. I dropped it pretty good right on the head. You can see here that the lens is glass. It's not plastic. It's a tempered glass. It's really robust. But there's a good look at some of the damage from dropping it. Again, make sure this is closed before you go putting it underwater. Let's take a look here. There's a little bit of damage on the tail cap, but nothing significant. So that's a look at the Sofirn model SC31. I really like this flashlight. And I want to take a look at the IPX8 rating, so let's turn this baby on and let's get it underwater here. Look at that, you can see the beam underwater. Everything's working pretty good. Now let's bring it back to the camera and let's take a look and go through the modes. There is off. Now we're on. Low, medium, high. And do we have a strobe? Yes, we do. So again, low, medium, high, low, medium, high. Everything works good. There's high once again in the water. And then let's go right here. Low, medium, high. Low, medium, high. Strobe. Everything's working good. Let me take a moment of time to show you a really cool hidden feature that this flashlight has. This is called breathing. Okay, so right now the flashlight is turned off. And what I want to do is I want to push the power button and hold it until it illuminates blue. Once it illuminates blue, it flashes as if it was breathing. Now some of you might be wondering what's the purpose of this function, and it's very simple. The purpose of this function is so that when you turn the lights off, such as this overhead light here, you can find your light. See that? It makes it where you can find it and you don't lose it. It's a very soft, very subtle light, and it's just a really cool little function that this flashlight has. It's kind of a hidden feature. So on low, you can see a little bit of stuff. Let me turn the camera a little bit, let it adjust, and then if I go to medium, you can see that it lights up things quite a bit better. I can see a lot more stuff of what's going on. And then if I go all the way up to high, that's the full brightness, 610 lumens. One thing that I really like about this light is not only the price tag. Okay, it's under $20 and you get a good light with plenty of light, plenty of brightness. This light is ideal for something around the shop, maybe walking your dog, going on a hike, you know, going for a walk at night. It's got the perfect features, in my opinion, of brightness levels. You got low, medium, high, and then you got strobe. So it's very simple, very easy to operate type flashlight. I really like it. Let's go through the modes one more time. So I'm just going to push and hold the button down. Low, medium, high, low. So again, there's low. This bush is right in front of me. Medium. Medium does a very good amount of light. And then of course, high. If I look over here off in the distance a little bit, you can see the water of the river. You know, and that water is probably, I don't know, 30 yards away. 20 yards maybe. But it casts just enough light where you could use this for walking and things like that. There, we're back on low now. We're on medium. And then high. 610 lumens. So now let's take a look at the strobe. So strobe warning. So it goes from fast to slow, which I think is super cool. And then of course, last but not least, when I turn the light off, I can enter that breathing mode. Whoops, let me do that again. There's that breathing mode. So I don't lose the flashlight. It's easy to find. So I really like this one. I think it's a lot of bang for the buck. Very simple to use, very good. I want to say thank you for joining me today on checking out this video on the Sofirn model SC31. I like this flashlight. This thing is pretty cool. It's very easy to use, very simple. The interface is extremely easy. It doesn't have a turbo, it's just low, medium, high, double click to strobe. Very simple. Good price point, comes with a decent battery. I just think Sofirn did a good job on this one. So I want to say thank you once again to Sofirn for reaching out to me to review this product. And I want to say thank you to you guys for watching this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below, like this video, share this video, and as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a beautiful day. Later.